Hello viewers, this is Asha Lata, lecturer in English from Government Degree College, Railway Kodur. I am here with a video presentation of goal setting. I welcome you all to this presentation. A few information included in this presentation are taken from different sources of internet. I express my heartfelt gratitude to those resources which helped me to make this presentation more effective and understandable. Before getting into the topic, let us see the main objectives of the presentation. Main objectives of this presentation are to learn the definition of goal setting, to understand the 6 major types of approaches in goal setting, to learn how to set lifetime goals, to learn how to set smaller goals, to set SMART goals, to recognize some mistakes committed in goal setting. Now, before getting into the topic, I have a quotation for you. Take up one idea, make that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. This is a quotation by Swami Vivekananda. Many youngsters are not very clear about their goal in life. We cannot begin our journey unless we are clear about our destination. We cannot proceed even a step ahead unless we decide where we want to go. A clear-cut goal and a one-pointed concentration alone can help us to manifest tremendous confidence. We want to do many things simultaneously. Without singular devotion to the idol, no great things can be achieved. Now, let us see what goal setting is. It may be a personal life or professional life. We all have many goals to achieve. And to achieve them, it is very important to set a plan. Coming to the definition of goal setting. Goal setting is an act of selecting a target or objective we wish to achieve. Is there anybody who live without a goal in life? The answer is no. We all have our own goals. Goal setting is a powerful process for thinking about our ideal future and for motivating ourselves to turn our vision of this future into reality. The process of setting goals helps us choose where we want to go in life. By knowing precisely what we want to achieve, we will know where we have to concentrate our efforts. We will also quickly spot the distractions easily. Now, do you think that there is an end to set goals? Do we stop setting goals at any stage? Our lives are full of desires. If we achieve one goal successfully, then we start planning for the next. Ours is a unique world and each individual is created uniquely. When it comes to planning future, there are 6 major types of approaches according to Airy. We as individuals respond to a certain situation in any one of the ways depending on circumstances. The first category is judgment callers. Judgment callers are people who choose not to set goals. It is because either they do not know what they want or they are okay with the way things are. They usually pick the most urgent task on their to-do list and go with that. These people live in constant stress and struggle. For example, when reality hits, they react. When problem arises, they solve it. When boss demands, they perform, and so on. It is not that they lack intelligence, determination, or ability. They just cannot find their inner drive. They need someone or something to push them. So this is about judgment callers. The second type is terminators. These people seem to be as they are made of steel, as they possess an iron will and a laser-like focus. As soon as they select their goal, nothing can stop them from attaining it. Very often, the easiest and smartest way of achieving something is to adjust the course of action. But these terminators, at times, due to their stubbornness and inflexibility, they spend too much time and energy chasing after the wrong things, unable to accept defeat. Now, coming to the third type, some are categorized as Sufis. These Sufis are firm believers that everything that happens in life happens for the better. They are focused on the spiritual part of their life and view material goals and attachments as a mere distraction from their true purpose. Really, we have some people like Sufis. The next one is sprinters. There are people who get easily fired up by a new goal and just as easily leave it unfinished in a few couple of weeks when their enthusiasm dies down. We call this category of people as sprinters because they take a massive amount of action in the beginning and quickly get tired, unable to maintain the same level of motivation and productivity over a long period of time. Most of us come under this category. Yes, here are some tips for such people. Firstly, the key to success is consistency. Do not waste all of your energy and enthusiasm on one big leap of action. Most worthwhile goals cannot be achieved in a week or two. They take time and require sustained effort and often lifestyle adjustments. Now, coming to the fifth category is analytics. These people believe that before they can start pursuing any kind of goal, they have to learn everything. Deep down, they are perfectionists. They collect data, attend seminars, buy books, evaluate, analyze, weigh the pros and cons, and end up thinking themselves into analysis paralysis. Perfectionism is always a cause of two effects. One is over preparation and the other one is underperformance. For example, it is just like starting at a chessboard, making moves in your head, calculating various combinations of possible contra moves to find the best game plan. In theory, they might win the game, but in practice, they have not even started playing. And here is the last category, goal getters. There is a small group of people who just set goal setting. They have clarity and certainty about what they do and they start doing it. They choose one goal and slowly but surely work towards it. Sometimes they might even fail, but it does not stop them from trying again. Goal getters love what they do. They continuously educate themselves and try to learn even from their failures and mistakes. So, viewers, identify yourself with these 6 approaches. Once you have identified your approach, try to adapt to goal getters. After identifying yourself, start setting your goals. Now, for setting goals, we need to sit down and write what we want in life. Imagine a future, say 5 years from now, then 10 years from now, and 20 years from now. Please question yourself like, How do you like to see yourself? Where? Doing what? Possessing what? List them. For some, it will take an entire day, and for others, a week or even a month to get that clarity. Here are the steps in creating goals. Now, let me give you another quotation by Swami Vivekananda. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Dear viewers, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan but never the goal. So, let us see how to set or plan our goals. Now, let us see how to set the lifetime goals. The first step in setting personal goals is to consider what you want to achieve in your lifetime. To give a broad, balanced coverage of all important areas in your life, try to set goals in some of the following categories. For example, say your career. What level do you want to reach in your career, or what do you want to achieve? For financial, how much do you want to earn by what stage? How is this related to your career goals? Next, coming to education, is there any qualification or degree that you want to acquire in particular? Or what information and skills will you need to have in order to achieve other goals? Next, about family. Do you want to be a parent? If so, how are you going to be a good parent? How do you want to be seen by a partner or by members of your extended family? Coming to artistic, do you want to achieve any artistic goals? Coming to your attitude, is there any part of your mindset holding you back? If so, set a goal to improve your behavior or find a solution to the problem. Next is physical. Are there any athletic goals that you want to achieve, or do you want good health deep into old age? What steps are you going to take to achieve this? When we talk about pleasure, how do you want to enjoy yourself? We should ensure that some of our life is for us. We need to enjoy it for our sake. And the last one is public service. Do you want to make the world a better place? If so, how? Spend some time thinking about these things and then select one or more goals in each category. Then trim them so that you have a small number of significant goals that you can focus on. Now, the next one is setting smaller goals. Once you have set your lifetime goals, set a 5-year plan. Then create a 1-year plan, 6 months plan, and a 1-month plan. Each of these plans should be based on the previous plan. Then create a daily to-do list of things that you should do today to work towards your lifetime goals. Finally, review your plans and make sure that they fit the way in which you want to live your life. Periodically review the longer term plans and modify them to reflect your changing priorities and experience. Dear viewers, a useful way of making goals more powerful is to use the SMART mnemonic. SMART usually stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. For example, instead of having to sail around the world as a goal, it's more powerful to say to have completed my trip around the world by December 31st, 2020. Obviously, this will only be attainable if a lot of preparation has been completed beforehand. Now, let us see some of the mistakes we commit when setting our goals. Firstly, setting unrealistic goals. Once you have decided on a goal, make sure that it is realistic and that you can actually achieve it in the time frame that you have set for yourself. Secondly, focusing on very few areas. When you set your goals, make sure that you strike the right balance between different areas of your life. Try to understand which areas of your life you need to focus on most. Thirdly, understanding completion time. It can be discouraging when things take longer to achieve than you think they should. This can cause you to give up. If you have planned to complete the entire syllabus in 2 months, studying 8 hours a day, and for some reason you couldn't stick to the timetable, you find yourself not reaching the goal. If you add extra time into your estimate, you will feel less pressure to rush and finish by a certain date. Next one is not appreciating failure. No matter how hard you work, you will fail to achieve goals from time to time. We all have been there. Failures also contain lessons that can change your life for the best. So don't be upset if you fail to achieve your goals. Just take note of where you went wrong and use that knowledge to reach your goals next time around. Now, the fifth mistake we commit is setting other people's goals. Sometimes your family members, friends, or even your boss may want to influence the goals you set. Remember, your goals need to be your own, not anybody else. So be politely assertive and do what you want to do. Next one is not reviewing progress. It takes time to accomplish goals. Set small sub goals, celebrate your success, and analyze what you need to do to keep moving forward. No matter how slow things seem, take the opportunity to update your goals. Have your priorities changed? The seventh mistake we commit is setting negative goals. Many people have a goal to lose weight. However, this goal has a negative connotation. A positive way to reframe this goal is to say you want to get healthy. Another example of a negative goal is to stop staying late at work. A positive way to rephrase this is to spend more time with family. Reframe any negative goals so that they sound positive. You may be surprised by the difference this makes. Now, the last mistake we commit is setting too many goals. If you try to focus on many different goals at once, you cannot give individual goals the attention they deserve. Instead, use the quality, not quantity rule when setting goals. Remember, the success of your work towards a goal rests on focusing on just a few things at a time. If you limit the number of goals you are working on, you will have the time and energy you need to do things really well. Now, friends, let me give you a best example. Kalpana Chawla, born in a small town in Haryana, she became the first Indian woman to travel in space only because she had fixed her goal when she was a child. She set her goal and never deviated from it, though her advisors, parents, and even the college principal tried to dissuade her from her choice of aeronautical engineering and suggested her that she go for more popular fields like mechanical or electrical engineering. But the young Kalpana refused to be convinced and finally achieved her goal, overcoming all the obstacles in her way. Her one pointed devotion to goal gave her the required confidence to succeed in life. So dear viewers, now you all are well aware about goal setting. So plan your goals and achieve it. All the best. Thank you.